Hello everyone, welcome to a book review. First, I want to apologize. There will have been a review up before this one. My hair is looking a little rough, I know. And so I do apologize for that. We are having our bathroom remodeled. We are converting the bath shower to just a walk-in shower. And so I had to shower last night. They will be done tomorrow. And so I'll be able to shower tomorrow night. So I showered last night because they were here very early this morning, so I could not shower this morning. So, and that's the thing with naturally curly hair, at least for me. I've got to get it wet, and the bathroom was a mess, and I couldn't get in to even just wet my hair to make it semi-presentable at least. So let's go ahead and delve into this review. Okay. I'm going to turn to the side. I will insert the image here because this is the review for an ebook. I will be talking to you about Elixr Plague, and this is episode number 1. The note from the author said he was going to break it up into smaller chunks instead of a whole novel. And releasing everything at once. They're in smaller chunks, and I believe there's 6 episodes, 5 or 6. So episode 1 is called Vector, and this was released in 2019, and there was no audiobook available, and this is told in 3rd person. This is a zombie story. For this one, we are following, there's this company that has released this miracle drug and that will make it so people will have healthier lives, not only healthier lives, but longer lives because their health is so much better. So they'll not have to deal with the cold, they won't have to deal with cancer, diabetes, things like that. So there's this miracle drug. The CEO takes the shot in front of everybody to show that it is safe, and then people line up. There is some commentary about classism, I want to say is what it was, how those that can afford it are the ones that are getting it and not those who obviously can't afford it. So there is a little bit of a divide there. This book is told in a couple of different POVs. We have Rashid. Rashid is from Iraq, and he is part of, I want to say, the Taliban. Definitely a terrorist, and we do hear from him being a terrorist in his point of view. Obviously, he doesn't think he's a terrorist. He thinks he's in the right. So do be aware of that. You do have talk of that. Another POV is Desmond. Desmond.
I'm not sure I understand.
Not talking to you. I'm not talking to my watch. Desmond is the CEO of this company that is creating this drug. He is the one that is providing the funds for this drug. And he is a black man. It does mention that, so you do have some racial diversity, and Desmond is the black character. You also have Dr. Norman Yang, who is a Chinese character, and his point of view, he is the one who is creating and is over the creation of this miracle drug. On occasion, you do get a POV from his daughter, Kelly Yang, and she is in high school, 17, I want to say. She's 17. So it's a short story. I don't remember how long it is, but definitely a short story or novella, depending on the length. But where you're following as the drug starts to get administered, stuff starts to happen, and certain events get triggered by the terrorist group that Rashid is involved in, and there's attempts on lives and things like that. So that's pretty much all I can say. So this is Elixr Plague. It starts out as an elixir, and this is a zombie story. And for episode 1, it's more of the setup of stuff, so I imagine the zombies are going to be coming in later in future episodes. We did get a peek at the zombies in episode 1 at one point, but I'm sure it will just expand and go from that point. Okay, so let me tell you some things that you need to be aware of. So with Rashid, you start out with his time frame being 7 years ago, and then everything else is pretty much from the present, during the current time. And 7 years ago, he's in Iraq. I do believe he is a member of the Taliban. He talks about how he hates Jews and hates the U.S. Okay, and thinks that every Jew and basically everyone in the U.S. should be killed. So you're getting a lot of that. Some trigger warnings. You have, and this takes place over a couple of different, so this does take place in Iraq again, the first, like the prequel of it, and then it takes place, there's a point of view in Seattle, Washington, there's a point of view in Los Angeles, California, okay? You have triggers for loss of a loved one, and the loved one, there is one where the loved one is an adult, and the loved one that's lost is a child. You also have child abduction, anti-Semitism, and that's all the triggers that I have for episode 1 of Elixr Plague. So let's talk about the word count to know if you're still kind of on the fence, depending on these words, if this is going to be a book for you to pick up or not. And I did get this book. I read the ebook. I got a copy of this from Amazon. I'm not sure where all it's available, but I will have the title and the author in the description box, so you can search for that wherever it is that you get your ebooks if you are interested for this, if you want it in the digital copy. So the words damnable comes up 1 time. Damn, 11. Ass, 3 times. Hell, 22. Shit, 5 times. The name God comes up 20. Sometimes it is in a religious sense. Sometimes it is not. Like religious is in, my God is this type of a God. They believe in a false God type of a conversation. The name Jesus comes up 6 times. Fuck comes up 9. God damn it comes up 2. Bastard 3. Asshole 2. Damn it 3. Bitch once, wet dream once, and bullshit once. There is no open door sex. There is no sex in this at all. You do have not only the abduction, but you also have bribery that has to deal with the abduction as well, and things like that. So obviously, with there being one of the POVs being from a terrorist, people lie to get what they want, and that is no exception for this book. So that's all I can say without entering spoiler territory. Let me know. Have you read this book? I did not write down the author, did I? I did not. So I didn't tell you the author. Let me grab the author. Again, I'll have that in the description box. Okay, so Elixr Plague, Episode 1 is Vector. This is a zombie apocalypse serial. Marcus Richardson is the author. There are 6 episodes. Yes, there are 6 episodes. So I was right in the beginning when I was thinking there were 6. This has, well, I'm looking at Goodreads, it has an average of 4.24 ratings with 33 ratings. So it's not very well known. It does says, and this is a note from the author, it says this is a work of serialized fiction, easily read in small chunks and published more frequently than larger books. So he's just broken it up into smaller chunks. This was published again in 2019 by Freeholder Press LLC. The Kindle version is 108 pages. So there you go. Yeah, let me know. Is this something that you would be interested in? Have you read any of these? Talk to me in the comment section below. And until next time, stay true to yourself and enjoy a good book. And I'll talk to you later.